Hello there, and welcome back to the Musings of Maverick channel. I'm your host Maverick, and today we are going to be continuing our watch of The Shield Hero with episode 18. So, last episode, we went on a little bit of a detour. Well, we went on a bit of a detour for the past few episodes, but in any case, we met the Philolio Queen, Fitolia, where she explained a little bit more about the entire situation, about the heroes, about this world, and as well as gave Naofumi some power-ups and his next main goal, right? And that is to make peace with all the other heroes. So I'm guessing that probably we're not going to be seeing the queen in the upcoming episodes. I mean, Melty's mom, the queen of the kingdom. But instead, they're probably going to travel back and find the other heroes to talk it out between them, right? And considering last episode we just saw Ren and Itsuki get ambushed by presumably Mine and the church, probably Naofumi is going to go on a direct collision course with Moriyasu, the spear hero. And that's going to be fun, right? Good luck convincing that dude. So yeah, that's about it. And oh, also, by the way, if you guys like the ending theme for both cores of Shield Hero, you know, the ending songs, its singer, Fujikawa Chiai, has actually released her album, her first full album, I believe, yesterday or 2 days ago, and which both the full songs of these two endings are recorded on there as well. So one being Kimi no Namae, and the other one, I can't remember right now, but anyways, both the ending songs, right? Which are pretty good, pretty nice to listen to, and she is definitely a talented singer. So if you guys do like that, do remember to check that out. And if not, well, let's just get into the episode. So let's begin in 3, 2, 1, play. Okay. Revolution? No, no, the church. Hey. Alright, what now? Yeah, it has to be Moriyasu. This is gonna be a hard one. Of all people, it had to be Moriyasu. Alright. Let me skip this real quick. I'll see you guys after the opening. And back. A conspiracy linked? A linked conspiracy. Alright. $10 that Naofumi is going to be accused of something again. Maybe the disappearance of Itsuki and Ren? I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. Oh wait, they're actually not going directly to find a hero? Hmm. It's gonna be Moriyasu. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna end well. They're gonna be like, stop! Shoot, hero! Yep. Yeah, it's a spear guy. Yeah. Alright, I don't want to hear this bullshit. Come on, hurry up. Yep, they're blaming it on him. Yeah. That was like obvious. Times 100. Right. Let's get it on. Then she would kill them all. Honestly, if that did happen, they probably would have killed Moriyasu. She probably would have killed Moriyasu and Naofumi. Ah. Yeah. What now? No, but seriously though, She should know. Like, she should know the power difference between them. So does she have another trick up her sleeve? Yeah, that's probably not gonna work. No, you're not the next queen. There's an anti-spell? What is with this cute music right now? Wait. Oh. Oh. Okay. So his party is actually one melee and then 3 supporting fires. That makes sense. Although you would think that would be something that the shield hero uses, right? Now? You unlock a combo skill now? Oh. So by seeing... Oh. So this is going to be... Ooh. What? What the heck is that? Right in the... Oh, they also have a combo skill? Nice. I guess that kind of makes sense. An air spell with a water spell? You could say typhoon, tsunami, hurricane. The possibilities are endless. No, because... Right. Hurry up. Hmm? Oh. Oh, she can sense it? It's the same spell that took out, Yeah, he can use 2 shields now. Ah, there it is. Will it hold? Yeah, it probably will hold. Dang. Like I said, this is probably the spells of the church. Something like Divine Judgment or something like that. Love it. Epic level spells. Although considering that Naofumi is able to stop a spell like that, holy crap. The church? Yep, Judgment. What? Ah, so it's both revolution. Okay. That's kind of interesting. So instead of like the royalty trying to actually prosecute the church, it's actually the church who are moving first in this case. Okay. Huh. And here I thought mine was working with them the whole time. What is that sword? Ah, just when the story is getting good. Ah. But anyways, as I was mentioning at the beginning, you guys can go buy the full or listen to the full version of this song, since it's recorded in the new album of the singer. So anyways, I'll see you guys after the ending. And there we go. So a lot of the conspiracies are actually finally being put to light, and maybe we can finally advance the story, right? I didn't expect the Pope to show up right then and there, and I definitely didn't expect him to also want to take out mine at the same time. I thought those two were working with each other, but I believe that with this episode, it seems that the Pope has double-crossed mine, right? So probably they were working together before, but now that he has no use of her anymore, he has decided to show his true colors, and that is to overthrow the royalty and then potentially insert themselves, the church or whatnot, as the true rulers of the country, right? And so, again, it was fairly obvious that the spell was church made. Like I said, it fit the image of a divine judgment spell completely, and so that's what it's called. It's called judgment, right? Although, again, the actual appearance of this kind of spell does lead one to question whether or not there are deity level powers within this setting, right? But let's talk about that a little bit later. First, let's talk about the church, right? So it's kind of peculiar, right? Because, well, obviously there has been religious uprisings before against the authorities of that time, but since this is working in more of a, I guess you could say, medieval European kind of fashion, I guess the closest basis to the church within this anime would be the Catholic Church, right? And the papacy as well. So, in history, the Catholic Church didn't really do anything similar to this, right? Yeah, sure, they did have some military power directly controlled by them in a sense. You know, you got the Knights Templar, you got the Teutonic Knights, you got the Knights Hospitalier, but generally they are used for, you know, for taking out heretics, right, and taking out Muslims and whatnot. You rarely see them infighting on behalf of the Pope in the local politics of Europe. What generally happens if the papacy does get involved in politics is that they will give their blessing to maybe another nation, if you will, such as giving their blessing to France and then declaring the King of England excommunicating them, right? So in order to give them a casus belli, or the right to war for their potential sponsors, and then they can go and take out the offending royalty in question, right? So that is how they would indirectly influence the politics of Europe. An outright revolution, that generally doesn't, or that has not happened in history, at least for the Catholic Church. Of course, like I said, it happens a lot with within other religious denominations. For instance, in Japan, during Sengoku Jidai, there are a lot of monks, if you will, who also led uprisings and whatnot. And same in China as well. Maybe potentially it happens sometime in Europe as well, but I mean, generally speaking, this doesn't happen. So actually, I was kind of wondering whether or not the Pope is doing this whilst in cahoots with another nation, right? Another nation other than Melmorak. That's a possibility, right? Although judging from the context, from the dialogue context that we've seen within this episode, it doesn't seem to be the case. But I would not be surprised if they were actually working together with another nation, is what I'm saying. Although I'm not really sure whether the Free Heroes Church is a domestic church only, and so maybe it's not something where they have followers spread throughout the entire continent, right? It could be just for this one nation. But anyways, that is that. It's funny that before the shield hero actually met the queen, this whole conspiracy, this whole plot came out already, and I'm kind of wondering what happened to the king, right? So not really sure about that. It seemed that the church already had troops stationed there as well, so potentially, they might both the king and mine might know that they've been set up, is what I'm saying. So that is that. And especially with that ending where where the Pope had that giant sword or whatever, I'm assuming that's probably an artifact of the heroes, actually. Otherwise, it doesn't really make sense or maybe it's something related with dragons, right? That's also another subplot that we haven't really touched upon, and that is, it seems that dragons are kind of significant in a sort of way, besides the heroes. So potentially that's a, I don't know, dragon sword. I was thinking maybe it was like a cardinal hero sword or something, but maybe it's a dragon sword or something, right? Now, how is Naofumi and company going to get out of this situation? If they're not going to just run for it, right? I have a feeling that probably Ren and Itsuki are going to show up next episode, and maybe by them combining together, they will find a way to stop the Pope, right? So it's, I don't know, I really wasn't expecting this plotline to come out so quickly. I thought we would have a few more waves of monsters before we dived into this kind of political struggle and political situation, but that's okay as well. If it can get the heroes working together a bit faster, right? Otherwise, Moriyasu was really getting on my nerve. Like, I don't even want to listen to him talk anymore, and mine as well. Like, just no, just shut up. Let's get the story moving, right? Nothing you have to say is of value. It's it's trash. It's garbage. Just go, right? And the reason why I'm saying that maybe it's going to be a case of the four heroes reuniting is also because here in this episode we learned of a new mechanic, right? Combo moves. So that was also fun as well, and I'm actually thinking that probably there is a combo move that can be activated by all the heroes working together. Just throwing it out there, but it seems to be a ripe opportunity for that kind of thing to happen. Other than that, yeah, I think that's about it. Is there really anything else to talk about? Moriyasu probably, like I said, by next episode, everything will come to light, and so probably Moriyasu is going to be depressed for some time, and I guess, find himself in a way again, somehow, some way. Although that remains to be seen. So yeah. Oh, and one final question, or I guess kind of thing that bugged me is why Mine is so insistent on trying to fight the shield hero in this kind of way, right? Like, she should know that Motoyasu and the three of them themselves, they cannot possibly overwhelm Naofumi and his party, right? I mean, I think it's been proven again and again that they are superior in terms of skills, in terms of abilities to Shield Hero and the others. So, not really sure what she is thinking there. But then again, she could just be a dumb bitch, right? So, that's that. Maybe I'm reading too much into the situation. So yeah, I think that about covers it. So hopefully by next episode we'll get a lot of misunderstandings smoothed out, and we'll learn a little bit more about the actual backstory and the plot and whatnot. And I would be one happy camper, right? So that's been that. This has been Maverick from Musings of Maverick, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.